All right, cool. So, just gonna check the sound for me on YouTube, please. It's all good. No, I'm live now. All right, so today is just a vlog, man. So I'm not gonna be talking about apps right now, or like how to make $1 million. It's all about mindset, which kind of like you will, um, you will make $1 million from what I'm about to say. So I had a student, um, like 2 days ago, like have like a little breakthrough or a meltdown or whatever you want to call it. So I've been the dudes, been trying to, figure out a way to get started to be an influencer, right? And I think a lot of times, when we're trying to do some things, we kind of get ahead of ourselves. We think, well, I'll just go out here and kind of like fake it until I make it. But in the land of like influencers, gurus, and people that want to teach other people things and self help, if you're full of shit and all you're doing is kind of like rehashing some shit you read in a book or a course you done, it becomes real evident that you don't really know what you're doing, and you're gonna be see through. And especially to people that know what they're fucking doing. So while you may be able to talk to somebody that's totally brand new and sound knowledgeable, to someone that actually knows what they're doing, you're gonna sound like a fucking dumbass. Also, some people are able to pick out fakes when they see them, and some people can't. But most people have this kind of innate thing where they look at somebody and they go, man, this dude, something, he just seems fake. Or is that really his laugh? Or does he really say that to people every day? Or is this a real person? And so I told the student that, hey, man, listen, I can see all of these things in your shit, and you should just really be yourself. So he had a little meltdown. And the one thing that I told him that, and I wanted to give this, because this is in my private group, but I wanted to give this message to everybody. No one is going to wait for you. No one is going to give a shit about you. If you're going to do good and you're going to like try to help people or bring value to people, that's one thing, right? But nobody's going to wait for you to try to find yourself, and nobody's going to give a shit about you, to say, oh, well, he's just trying to get his legs. We're going to go ahead and subscribe to his fucking channel anyways. And there's a lot of people that come and go, right? And we all know that. So everybody's kind of like sitting around like, okay, is this guy going to stick around? Or, hey, what's up, man? Um, is this guy going to stick around? Is this guy going to be like, a fly-by-night? People already are going to be expecting you not to last. So the one thing that I want to say is that you need to start off being honest. Gary Vee says this shit a lot. Gary Vee says, listen, everything will work, but you need to be honest with yourself. And that little quote right there is so fucking heavy that it's kind of like, why would he say it without really kind of digging deep into it? Because what he's saying right there is, you're fucking lying, or you're full of shit, or you're not really being who you say you are, or you don't really want to do what you say you want to do. Stop lying to your fucking self. Everybody else can see that you're full of shit, right? Everybody else can see that, you're not what you say you are. A lot of people can see through that, and that's why they're not going to fucking look at your videos. That's why they're not going to fucking follow you. That's why, because they can see that you're not offering anything that anybody else isn't offering on the fucking internet, right? What can you bring to the fucking table? Nobody's going to wait for you to try to figure this shit out. So it's best for you to fucking start being honest with yourself and start off by telling the fucking truth. And the next thing is, when you decide to quit, they're not going to even wait to say, I told you so. They're not going to give a fuck. Life moves on. People move on. I saw a quote the other day a friend of mine sent me that blew my fucking mind. And we talk about this all the time. So I'll tell you the quick story. You know, we all had like a good friend of ours pass away, and we all knew this guy for years, and so we all went to his funeral. And the funeral was lovely. There was flowers, and people had a lot of good things to say about the guy, and we were kind of all standing around. He says, "Man, yeah, it's really sad, that this guy's gone now." And then one of my homeboys looked at his watch. You stick your arm out there and you look at, pull your watch back to your face and you look at your watch and say, I got to get back to work, man. That was it. The quote that I read said that if you knew how fast people forget about you when you die, you wouldn't spend so much time trying to impress them. That shit was so on point. So if you just be yourself and don't even think about what, James, I'm sorry for your loss, James. Okay, thanks. So, the point being is that you need to be yourself, right? Because nobody really gives a fuck. Nobody cares about you. Nobody gives a fuck. Everybody cares about themselves, right? And so what you need to do is figure out, what is it about you that's extraordinary? What is it about you that is valuable? There is something that you have that you can bring to the table. If you're going to be an influencer, what is it that you have that you can bring to the table to make other people's lives easier? You can't just kind of pick shit out of thin air and say, oh, I'm going to be a fucking Van Gogh artist today. Well, what the fuck? If you've never painted a day in your life and you haven't taken a fucking class, or if you took a little finger painting class when you're in fucking kindergarten, doesn't make you a fucking Van Gogh. Don't go on fucking YouTube talking about it. You're finger painting dumbass. Fuck. No one is going to wait for you to figure out what the fuck is wrong with you. No one's going to wait for you to figure out who you are. They're going to look at your shit. They're going to look at your channel. They're going to look at, your blog post. They're going to listen to your fucking podcast. And they go, this dude is a fucking phony. This lady is a phony. And they're not going to wait for you to figure it out. They're just going to go to the next channel. You can look at people right now. Somebody will watch this, 10 people, then 8, then 7, then 5. Look at the numbers, right? Because there are people saying, you know what, Sonny, fuck you. I don't want to hear this. They don't care. It has nothing to do and it doesn't interest them, right? So my point in saying this is, when you get out here and you're going to try to be an influencer, or you want to get online and try to start your online business, number one, you need to be yourself. 100% yourself. Don't put on a fake face. Just be you. So all you have to do is keep being yourself in order for people to want to fuck with you when you start having subscribers. Number two. All right, so I'm going to answer that question for you in a minute, man. So number two, get yourself a skill. Now, see, here's where the rubber meets the road, right? So dude just asked me, do you recommend something that, to do something that you're passionate about? And the answer to that a lot of times is going to be no, right? Because there's people that are passionate about shit that aren't good at it, right? Get yourself a skill, man. If you're passionate about your skill, then yeah, go for it. But get yourself a skill. Listen, the longer you wait to try to educate yourself in the one thing, the longer it's going to be before you can actually help somebody. The fucking equation goes as follows. Get yourself a skill and then go give it away and then rake in the money. It's that simple. I bullshit you not. That's exactly what I started doing. I know how to fucking, I'm a marketer. I know about sales. I know a little bit about life. I've been around a little bit, right? And I just give it away. And the money just fucking falls into my bank account, dude. Every day. helping other people figure out their problems is something that, that you can do every day. Give it freely. And then obviously, hey man, listen, I do have a course. If you're interested, people get that. They go, yeah, well, you know what? I just want to reciprocate. I might not even watch the course. I just want to reciprocate. I just want to do something for Sonny. I just want to fucking give him something. Here, take this, dude. You right? So you could, if you have something that you're really passionate about that is a skill, for instance, like fishing or golfing, yeah. The passion index on those two fucking things right there are crazy. So go do it every day, right? And that's what they're talking about, like how you can get paid to do what you like to do. But whatever you do, find yourself, man. Seriously. It's not about, and my student totally got it misconstrued and thought I was talking about a video he did. And I was like, dude, you're tripping. It wasn't about a video you're doing. You're just not being yourself. You're just not being you. Be you. Man, being yourself is probably some of the hardest shit that you could ever do. Right? And I'll be honest with you. So, you guys already know that, I have some radio chops. I've been on the radio. And obviously, I'm not just raw on terrestrial radio. Right? I'm not. I can't be. So, when I started this venture, one of my best friends listened to it. And he goes, man, I didn't know you were going to do that. I'm like, dude, what else am I going to do? He's like, man, I knew you're going to be yourself, but like, you really like giving them you. I'm like, yeah, what else can I do? And my answer to him was like, look, dude, I don't want this to be like a fly-by-night venture. I can put on a face. I know how to do it, and I can do it well. And like, I can do the whole like fucking radio shtick, right? But I didn't want to do that. I would much rather be myself. Because at the end of the day, the subscribers that I do get and the followers that I do get, they're going to want to keep seeing Sonny because that's what they liked in the first place. So if I can just get, 30,000 people to like me for who I am, then I'm cool with that. Because then I can just be myself, jump behind the microphone and tell you guys to fuck yourselves, right? You'll take my abuse and then we can move on, right? I can help some people. Like this real talk I'm giving you right now, right? Nobody's going to tell you the shit that I'm going to give you. Nobody would have told my student the things that I told him, which is probably why he fucking got all emotional and blew up like, fuck you, son. He went crazy. But check this out, though, right? This student that I'm telling you about, in all of his videos, he stutters, he stammers, he can't get his wording right. But in this video where he told me to go fuck myself, where he was angry at me, and he was just like, man, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. There was no stuttering. There was nothing. He was just being himself. And he was like, I'm over the top. No, you weren't over the top. You were just being yourself. There was nothing. It was just him being himself. It was raw. One of my other students commented on the video and said, this is raw. And I finally got him out of his shell. So I hope that he will continue to stay there. He needs to post that video up on his YouTube channel and it'll go fucking viral. So I hope that he stays there. But here's the thing. I'm not going to fucking wait for him if he doesn't. Put that on your fucking pipe and smoke it. And that was the whole reason I posted this shit up. If he doesn't get himself together and if he doesn't do the same fucking thing, right? I'm not going to wait for him to do it. I'm going to keep in my business. I'm going to keep moving forward. Everybody has shit to do, man. We all have an agenda. I'm not going to fucking wait for him. And he's lucky to have me as a mentor to even tell him that he's a piece of shit in the first fucking place. And the thing that I said in the video was like, dude, I'm the dude that's going to tell you that you have a booger on your nose. And you know it. Be honest. Everybody be honest right now. If you're here right now and you're in the chat, type hell yeah in the chat because you know that you've seen somebody with a booger in the nose and you didn't tell them. Tell the truth, man. You know it. Like, I don't want to tell this dude he has a booger in his nose because you didn't give a shit about him enough to tell him, right? It was embarrassing. You don't want to embarrass him, right? Well, I'm the dude that's going to tell you, you have a booger in your fucking nose. Clean it. And you can be embarrassed all you want to, but I know you'll rather me tell you now. Or like, ladies, the ladies that's here, what about the spinach in the teeth or the lipstick on the fucking, on the teeth? You don't tell your homegirl you got lipstick on your teeth, right? Or you got spinach right there in the middle and y'all at the club. You don't tell everybody, ladies. Come on, man. Let's really be real about this, man. Exactly, man. So, and that's another little side lesson that we can all learn from each other right now. Be real. Jillian, like I always tell people, exactly, because you care about shit like that. Like, fuck, I don't want this person to go running around with that shit. But it's the people that you wouldn't tell that you're like, man, I don't really care enough to go through it to tell this dude he's got a booger. Let somebody else tell him. It's embarrassing as fuck, man. Please tell me. But that's another thing, man. Be real with all your people. It might hurt them right now to say, right, your fly is open. Exactly. Fuck. That's one of the rough ones for fellas. I didn't think about one for guys, and that's a good one, Joey. Yep, your fly is open. That means that you have to tell them that you were looking in their dick area. Oh, that's a rough one, man. I'm all looking in your general area of your genitals, man, but, you know, no homo, but your fly is open, you know. But will you tell somebody that, right? Exactly. So sometimes, man, we need to fucking be honest, be brutally honest with our people. And because that's going to help them make them better at a later time, right? Knowing that, you know, hey, man, listen, this person that likes me told me some of the harshest shit ever. Yeah, ladies, it's got to really be hard for you to tell a guy. No, you know you've been dick watching. Excuse me, your fly is open. Yeah, baby. I know it. I know you were looking. Oh, man. Anyways, man. Oh, creepy dude, right? So, yeah, man. I mean, you guys get it, man. You guys tell people it's not to harm people, and a lot of times they say, "Damn, Sonny, you're awful brutal." And I think it was Sexy that told me one day. She goes, "You know what? When you tell me some shit, there is no mistaking what you mean." She's like, "There's no like, well, damn, did he mean it was like, you know, like he kind of liked it?" No, you know, when I tell you some shit, you fucking suck. I let you know, right? Because I want you to know. I don't want there to be a question of whether or not, well, did he really mean it or not mean it or whatever? Like, no, I meant it. Yeah, yeah. And a lot of times it might be with some food or something she brought me. I was like, man, this sucks. Yeah, I went, oh, this was a little salty or something. No, babe, this sucks ass. Take it back. I don't want it. Clear. And I'm going to tell you guys this story and I'm going to take off, right? So we were in the Philippines in like 2000 and, I don't know, 2 or something, right? 6? 207? Something like that, right? We were living in the Philippines. And so Nancy goes to make me a sandwich. And you remember this, right? She goes to make me a sandwich, right? And she cuts my sandwich from corner to corner. You do like for a kid, and you make the little triangles. And I go, fuck, man, I really hate it when you cut my sandwiches like this. I'm not 10, you know, or 5. And she goes, dude, I bullshit you not. I've been cutting your sandwiches wrong for the last 5 years. Why are you just now telling me right now? Bullshit you not. And we both started laughing, but it's that small thing right there that goes, yeah, you got to be honest with people and tell them. She goes, fuck, I didn't even think about it. She goes, for 5 years, I've been fucking your sandwiches up, right? Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. But it's a true story. So when somebody cuts your sandwich the wrong fucking way, just tell them. All right, I'm going to coffee break y'all's asses. Jillian, Joey, Jamie, Alex, Anil, who else is in here? And whoever else showed up, man. Thanks for showing up. You guys are the best. I really appreciate it for just listening at me talk shit. I hope you guys got something out of this. Man, I promise you, if you go work on your businesses just a little bit every day, you're going to see some amazing shit happen. I promise you. Just start working on your fucking business, and little by little, you'll do more. On a side note, right? On a side note, I've been working out for 40 days straight because I just said I'm going to do it every day for 5 or 10 minutes. And now I'm up to an hour and 15-minute workouts. Take that, put it on your pipe, and smoke it.